Let's discuss about the most famous DBT concept, that is Jinja templates. Jinja is a Python-based templating language integrated into DBT that transforms your static data into dynamic programmatic code. It enables the use of control structures like for loops, if statements, variables, and you can have a reusable snippets within your SQL files, and it allows the data teams to build complex, non-repeatable data transformations. Let's see that in action. I will go to my DBT. The first I will go to this analysis folder and I will create a new file. Okay, and I will name this file as, let's say, Jinja SQL, and I will hit create, and perfect. So the first thing, in order to work with Jinja, we need to know that whatever the code snippet we write in Jinja, it sits in the way like curly braces, modulus. Okay, inside this we will be having a dynamic Jinja code. This Jinja is not limited to DBT. You can use that in anywhere you want. This is also used in HTML to create the dynamic web pages as well. Let's create a Jinja. Okay, first I will create a variable. In order to create a variable, we just need to say set, and I will say variable name, let's say payment, and I will create a list, say transfer, then let's say credit card, and then let's say gifts. Okay, now I had created a list and I had assigned the list to a variable named payment. Now what I will do is I will use this variable, okay, and I will create a few case statements out of it. Okay, how I will do this? I will say select, and let's say I want to pull a column called A. Okay, let's say anything. Okay, now I will start looping this list one by one dynamically. How we can do that? For that we have for loops. So as I just discussed, whatever you need to write, we need to write in curly braces and modulus. Okay, here I will say for payment in payment. Okay, this is a general for loop in Python, as you already know. Now I will say case when payment is equal to, here I will dynamically pass the payment list, and then I will say amount. Okay, and I will say end. Okay, and I will name it as, let's say, payment underscore amount. So as I had mentioned here, the variable, whatever I will mention after the variable, it will automatically be treated as a string. Okay, so what it will do is it will create a column named payment underscore amount. Okay, now what I will do is I will say from, let's say table name is hello. Okay, let's just see it. Okay, table name is hello. Now what I will do, I will save this query and I will compile this query. First I will right click, then I will click on compile. And here I can see my results, right guys? But there is a issue, guys. If you see, I had mentioned column A. After that I had mentioned one other column like bank transfer amount, but I hadn't added any comma here, right? So I need to add comma as well, right? Else this select statement will fail if I try to trigger it from other SQL query or other way, right? So I will mention comma here. Okay, I will again save this one and I will again compile it. And perfect. I am able to see the commas. Okay, I am able to see comma after each and every column. But now there is another problem. If you see, for last column SQL don't expect any comma, right? But here I am seeing a comma. So I need to remove this comma as well, right? In order to do that, we have a function in DBT which is known as loop.last. We have a Jinja function which is known as loop.last. So what I will do is I will remove this comma. I will say modulus if not loop.last. If it is not last column of the loop, I will add comma, and then I will end this if as well. Always remember, whatever you are starting, you need to end it. Even it's a for loop, you had started the for loop and you had ended the for loop. Similarly, you had started the if loop and you need to end the if loop as well. Cool. Now I will again save this one and again I will click on compile. And here guys, I can see that after my final column, there is no comma. And now this query will run successfully in anywhere I want. This is how Jinja works. Okay. So it's just a templating feature which can help you dynamically and programmatically code your requirements. Okay. Always remember this one.